Hey at home, welcome back to Home Bar. Today we have a 20-minute class that is going to be focusing on the arms using weights and then a series at the bar, so grab a chair or whatever you are using for a bar at home. If you want to support the channel, check out the link to our Patreon down below. So we're going to begin in second position on your mat, so feet wider than the hips, toes turned out. So elbows are just into your side, really plug them in. And we're gonna begin with a plie and a bicep curl. So the arms come in and you bend the knees. In and out. And just a little reminder, I know I'm a broken record every class, but when you go into the plie, none of that. It's right here. Yeah, okay. That's my one reminder. I probably will say it again at some point. 2 and 1. Now just a slight variation. You're going to open the arms a little bit to the diagonal and bicep curl here. Good. And then we're going to combo. So first you're going to go forward and to the diagonal and forward and to the diagonal. 2 more like that. And 1 more. Now you're going to hold it in the bend. So stay low. You're at this diagonal position with the arms, and you're just going to reach out and in for 2 and 1. Now just lift that right heel as you extend the arms. Reach and in for 2 and 1. Now go to the left heel, lift and lower for 2 and 1, and then just hold the arms there. Pulse. Stay low in that plie if you can. 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to work into the shoulders. So first, palms are forward, and then we're going to rotate all the way back, so palms face back and forward. So you go from thumbs up to pinkies up. 4 more. 3, stay strong in those legs. 2 and 1. Good. Now we're going to take those arms up overhead, high fifth. So palms face in towards that midline, up and into the midline. 4, 2. Good. Now we're going to slow it down because we're going to try a little balance challenge, passe. So you're going to take second position, bring that foot to the knee, out and up. It's a big balance challenge. So if you fall a couple times, no worries. 3, 2, 1. Now let that foot come down. First position. You're going to now work into the triceps. So if you need to drop one weight, do it. Or bring both of your weights together for an extra challenge. You're going to bend the knees, hinge forward. Really bring the elbows into the midline. They naturally will open. And then you just tap and extend. Tap, extend. If you want a little extra challenge, lift the heels into releve when you extend the arms. 4 more. Keep those abs up and in. 2, 1. Good. We get a little break before we go to the other side by stepping that leg out. That was our break. Good job. Okay. Now again, we take it out and up, out and up. So palms up towards that ceiling and then to high fifth. Let's add that passe. Ready? Toe to the foot. Down and up. Really squeeze into that right glute when you lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Once again, bring your feet together, working into the triceps one more time. This time you're hinging forward like you're going to go down a ski slope, but in a first position, arms are back above your back, and you just pulse. So another turn from the side moment so you guys can see my profile. So arms are just above the back, shoulders are drawing away from the ears, and once again, like the tricep dips, it's this muscle we're working. So if you're here, you're not working the triceps, you're working like shoulders a little bit. Not much is happening, so keep it up here. Okay, and then we take a bend and extend, but make that bend small. Once you go here, you are making it easier. So make a tiny small bend, really focus on the extension. Now, once again, if you want to add a little advancement, lift the heels. down, and in. And we got 4, 3, 2. For the last challenge, arms are up. If your heels are up, actually bring the heels together because they should be a little separated. Bring them together now and pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold one more breath. Lift the arms a little higher. Okay, and we made it. Weights down. And let's take a stretch. So feet, doesn't matter. I'm going to have mine wider than the hips. You do what you want to do. And just bring your hand in between the shoulder blades. And then just hold the elbow with the opposite hand. Press the back of the head into the forearm. Lengthen. Inhale. Exhale. Switch it to the other side. Left hand in between the shoulders. Lengthen. And release. Good. And then open the arms out wide. Let the fingertips point back. Feel that opening through the chest. And then bring that right arm across. Press the forearms into each other. Think of relaxing that shoulder away from the ear. And then open and other arm. Okay, so it's time for the bar. So grab your chair, maybe water if you would like, and the ball's coming back. So placing the ball once again where it was earlier, in between the inner thighs, and then just again to make sure it's not in between the knees because that can put some unnecessary stress on the knee joints. So coming to your bar, you're going to be facing it today for the beginning. Feet are parallel like railroad tracks, and you're just going to begin with the legs straight. You're going to lift the heels and lower. Lift and lower. Squeeze into the buns. Abdominals coming up and in. 4, 3, 2, and hold it here. Okay, now from here, we're going to bend the knees, and then we're going to straighten. And bend, and straighten. So make sure you're keeping a neutral spine. So it's none of this. It's not a big swayed back. All right, let's get into those legs. So now, highest releve possible. Yeah, you're wearing really high stilettos. You're going to squeeze into the ball, release. So never quite let that ball go back to the full circle. There's always a little engagement on it. Squeeze, release for 2. And 1, and then just hold that squeeze as tight as you can, like you are going to break that ball, and then we just slide down a little, up a little. So now, a good visual, just imagine you're a bear on a tree, scratching their back, yeah? So you can't do that with the butt sticking out to really get all of the back, so nice and flat. 2, 1, now we're going to take a combo, so you go down and up, and then you squeeze the ball in for 2. Down and up, squeeze and squeeze. Down and up, squeeze and squeeze. Let's take that a little faster. So down, up, squeeze, squeeze. Down, up, squeeze, squeeze. By the way, we didn't do music because we didn't want to disrupt the audio or have it sound bad. So I always encourage you guys to play your own music when you're doing your class because you can put on your own jams at home. Just know, of course, I don't need to tell you that, but I just want to say it. Something to talk about while we're in this horrible, painful, but lovely position. All right, and now, one more time, we just squeeze and squeeze. This is the end. And we got 4, 3, 2, 1. I lied. One more thing, we tuck it forward, bring it back. So tilt the pelvis. Squeeze into the ball deeper as you tilt. High legs, 4 more here. 3, 2, 1. Okay, enough of that. Take that ball, retire it for a little bit, maybe on the chair, wherever you would like. A little bit more movement now. So, feet are still parallel. We're going to alternate lunges. So we're going to begin with the right leg. You're going to take it back, step it forward, back and up. Get that knee low. Okay, we got 4 more. 3. In 2, we're gonna end it with the left leg back. So this is very much like our warm-up. So squaring the hips, back knee low, and then we just pulse down and pulse. Maybe bring the arms up to make sure that you're not really relying on that bar. 8 more pulses here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bring your hands to the bar. You're gonna lift your front heel into releve and then tap. Lift and tap, stay low. And we got 4, 3, 2, keep the heel up and we pulse just for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. How are we doing? Bring that heel down. You're gonna now take a lunge to a second position. So you lunge and then you pivot and then magically we're in second plie. Then you lunge it back. Rotate that back knee all the way. Out to second. One more time. Now hold it in second and we just plie. All right, 2 more. And 1. Now from here, another change. We're gonna go into a curtsy with the outside leg. So you're gonna cross behind, back heel lifted. You're gonna tap that mat, bring it back to second. Curtsy and back. And since we're leaning over, trying to touch that mat, that goes into a little cardio burst, light, low impact. 8, 7, 6, 5, good, and 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it in the curtsy. Now just lengthen up. If you need to adjust, if your hips feel uncomfortable, maybe widen the legs a little more. Last thing on the side. Hand on the hip. We're just going to take a plie, lift the foot to the knee. So we've already done this one in class as well, the passe. Making a triangle shape to the side. 4, 3, 2, and then we're going to take it into a little kick. So it's down and kick it forward. We have not done a proper stretch for hamstrings yet, so don't make it a huge kick if you're not fully stretched. It's just really to focus on lengthening now. 2 and 1. Good. Cross that leg over the inside ankle. Little side stretch before we go to the other side. So if you want to just follow my voice or move your screen, you can do all this now still facing the chair so I can look at you guys. I'm going to now move my chair, move my microphone, and then we'll get started again. Okay, so just a reminder, if you're doing any shenanigans where you forgot which leg you just did, it was your left leg back if you followed my instructions. So now we're going to begin with a left lunge back and then a right and left and right. I'm going to give you guys a cardio burst. You don't have to take it, but you can keep doing this for the next 8, or you can lift your arms into first and you just take a little hop in between the lunges. This deck is really loud, so this does not sound graceful at all. That's okay. Come back to that lunge, and now we're going back into the sculpting. Square the hips, knees down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold here. Lift into releve, tap. Lift and tap. Squeeze a buns. 4 more. 3, 2, keep the heel up and just pulse. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Maybe try out your balance here. Good. Bring that hand back. Drop the front heel. We go into the lunge, and then we open magically back into that plie. Bring that arm back. Lunge. Pivot that knee all the way. And back. 2 more like this. 1. All right, back to our plie. Just real basic. Bend, extend. Catch your breath for 2. Let's move back into that curtsy. We're going to move through it slow again first. So go to that floor, open back out, and cross and out. Lifting that back heel, cross and out. We got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here in the curtsy. Straighten up. If you feel uncomfortable in the hips, open that leg a little wider. Hand on the hip. Let's go to the passe. So we go down for the prep, foot to the knee. Down and up. Squeeze the buns. Feel like someone's just pulling you up higher every time. 3, 2, 1. And now we go into the kick. Down and up. Good. Keep breathing. Again, doesn't matter if it's not a rocket kick today. 2, 1. And then we cross that ankle over, cross the foot over the inside ankle. There's my words. Press that hip away from the bar and reach the hand in. Open the chest. Okay. Turning towards your bar now. We're going to take a well-deserved thigh stretch before we move on to do a glute exercise. So grab a hold of your foot. Just bring the thighs together. Now, naturally, you may be here. So we want to make sure that this thigh is a little behind the standing leg, so we really open up the hip flexor. And also, be mindful of keeping the thighs together. All right, and then if you feel like you can take this hand off the bar today, take that one to the foot as well, and then you can really open up through the chest. Release, other foot. Test your balance, maybe both hands go to the foot today. Alrighty, so one more thing at the bar, and then we're going to do the rest of our glute work on the mat. So you're going to come back into our fold over. I think for an old chair's purpose, I'm going to do the modified version today. So modified, you're going to do I Dream of Jeannie arms. Stack the forearms. Let the forehead just go on the forearms here. You want to find a nice flat back. And then if you want to go into the advanced mode today, Superwoman arms, arms all the way straight, really nice and extended. So whichever one you're doing, square the hips, little bend in the knee. You're going to lift the right leg and tap. So just keep reminding yourself the shoulders are going to begin to tense up. Relax them. 2. Keep it up and pulse. Now, if any of you at home want to advance, you can lift the standing heel into releve right away. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now from here, we're going to take it out to the side. So in line with that standing foot, and then up, and out, and up, and tap, and straight behind. One more there. Now you're going to cross past the standing leg. So over to the left, and up, and across, and up. 2 more. Now we combine that. So we go to the right, behind, left, and up. Right, behind, left, and up. How are those abdominals? How are those shoulders? Keep that back straight. 2 more. Last one. And then just keep the leg behind you. Pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to get a stretch after the second side. Okay, here we go. Right away, up to the left. So left leg goes up and down. Again, little bend in the right knee. Really bring those abs up and in. Straight back. 3, 2. Keep the leg up. Pulse. 3, 2. Now it goes to the left. Tap in line with that right foot. Tap and up. So we're working the glutes. We're working the quadriceps. Our abs are being challenged. It's a lot here. Fold over is great. That's why I do it almost every class. Now you're going to tap over to the right and up. Squeeze the inner thighs, crossed. We have 4, 3, 2, get ready combo, almost there. Keep the toes pointed, over, tap, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. Last one of the combo. Okay, this is it. Last 8 counts. Just pulse and pulse. 4 more. I forgot to add that releve on the second side. Sorry if you did it. Do it on that side if you can. And release. Excellent. Okay, stretch time, figure 4. Cross one ankle over the thigh. Make sure you are flexing this foot to protect that knee joint there. And then just like you are sitting behind another chair here, breathe into the stretch. By the way, if any of you have the ability to do pigeon at the bar, you can instead, like a pigeon that you do on the mat in yoga, you'll just bring it here. And you may prefer that stretch. So just see what feels better. All right, and then we go to the other side. So take that leg up, maybe, or again, if you're just in figure 4, basic, cross it here. One more breath. Great. And release. Hope you enjoyed the class. If you have any questions, comments, whatever, write in the comments below. Subscribe if you liked the class, and check out Patreon if you want more home bar classes.